Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Launches one deep downfield. His first throw is an interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Seahawks have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Ready?
They'll run here following the penalty. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Go. Cowboy 80.
From the 37. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. He fires one deep down the middle. Big game downfield. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play fake here, Daniels. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3. And the coverage is too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Gets him on the in route. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Again, Daniels to the air. It is Cup, left side. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Option play now. He's headed right. That one gonna go against the D. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. So the playbook really open now. Following that penalty, it's first and 5. Running it after the penalty. Has the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it down to a single point. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it second and 4.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Here we go.
This is Walker on second. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Take over.
Shotgun now on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. We're all knotted up at 14. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got a first to begin the frame.
Bronco 80. Cardinal 18. Ready.
He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Go!
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Go!
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
On the jump. Set.
Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Set. Ready.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They call pass on second and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hook.
Third and long for him here. Pass complete to Walker. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This is a chip shot from the left hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it back right. Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Airing it out to start this drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Walker now from the gun. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's got it over the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Come on, set. Trap 60.
To throw it on first down. Brought in right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4. We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. The Seahawks at a deficit. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Catch is made in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Daniels from the pistol. Called in left side. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Andrews with the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to reach the 6 before he goes out. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. Never let him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Daniels, third and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Go!
They'll come out throwing. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Come on. Set, go.
Back to pass on first and 10. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Ready? Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Ready?
From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Let's go. 70 ready. 70 ready. Go.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Okay, break.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Walker gets the 1st and more. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He loses the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Toss play. This is Walker. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Gets them 6 yards and back on the positive side of things. It's now 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Sending a receiver left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Go!
Motioning one of the tight ends. Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set! Tracking 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
15, right here.
Now Daniels to throw. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Blast through midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds the in route, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Second and 3 now. From the 39. Completed to his running back. And he's gotten it down to the 30 before going out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. They give it to him again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Daniels back to throw. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit remains 2 scores.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 10. It's a Seattle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Daniels from the pistol. He's going deep this time. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. On first down, here's Daniels. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Again, Daniels to the air. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The handoff on third and short. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Shotgun snap to Daniels. The back grabs it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They'll send him up the middle. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's third and goal at the 1. He keeps it himself. He'll be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now third and goal, can't find the end zone either.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone. From the gun, it's Daniels. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15.
79 Bronco. Set go.
He'll look to throw. He lofts it deep left. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's second down coming up.
Here we go, set. Warriors, 17. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with third and long. To throw, Daniels. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks take over on his 5th interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
First down play, nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Staying with Walker. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
For Seattle Seahawks. Let's go. Here we go. Hawk 70.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Set. Ready.
Trying again, Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Go! Check go!
Setting up a throw. Pass complete to Walker. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows the lead to 27. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He put everything he had into this one. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Commanders still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down. You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
We'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
Yes, them a look